Welcome back, everyone, to episode 34 of the Milk Bucket Podcast. We got Baz.
Hey.
We got Aaron.
Yes, sir.
We got me.
Say something.
A lot of things have happened today.
Yeah, sir.
I got a great pump. These guys were at the bar. Aaron was talking to a very, very attractive woman.
Wait, hold up. Oh, I knew something was up.
That's the first time we've used the switchboard before. And hopefully the last time. Well, you hit it last week as well.
Yeah, one of them was on a certain joke that Aaron took out of the podcast.
Oh, yeah, I had to cut it out. Sorry. It revealed personal
I'm not going to lie, he
information.
did it so smooth that when it came up, I'm like, oh shit, he didn't take it out. And then it didn't happen. I'm like, oh, fuck off.
Okay, yeah.
It's pretty good, I'm not going to lie. You know something that I've gotten into recently, though?
What's
Oh, yeah?
up?
Getting negged.
Fucking
What the
what?
It's
fuck?
like, I don't know. It's something
What, you
you're
a
just
fucking
Pussy? What the
Fucking
fuck?
what, cunt?
No, but like, so I found this bot on Discord called
Yeah.
the Emma bot.
Yeah.
There's actually a link down below to it right now. You can install it on your Discord server, and
What does it do?
it actually fights people.
Oh,
The fuck?
shit.
You know
How
what I mean?
so? Like physically?
Yeah, I mean, emotionally, mostly.
Oh.
Even worse.
It picks on your deepest, darkest weaknesses. But no, yeah, it really picks on you and fucking attacks you, and it's a lot of fun. I'm not gonna lie. You know, what I mean?
Okay.
I've lost to not November a few times because of this new negging phase.
Wait, so you just install this bot into your Discord and you just talk shit about people?
Yeah, it just
fucking willy-nilly.
That's pretty awesome, not gonna lie.
Bro, that's
I mean,
fucking
you
crazy.
could realistically join a group of emotionally unstable people, and who knows what will happen.
That's fucking insane.
Ambulances will be called.
Bro. So how do I install it to my Discord group?
Oh, well, you just go to the link down below.
Fuck me. It's just down there.
Yeah.
Fuck, you're a dickhead, mate.
Oi. It's for Emma only.
All right, boys. Before we continue this podcast, I had a fucking thing.
That was an advertisement, by the way. Click the Emma link down below to install it on the on your Discord servers. If you want to see what it looks like, we'll actually have it on the Milk Bucket Discord server for the next couple of weeks. Who knows? Maybe we'll have it longer if people like it. So make sure you click the link down below. Fucking shout out to Emma. You're a good bitch. Let's go.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Boys, there's someone that I know who works at a certain company that deals with high net worth individuals.
Sure.
So he works at a bank and he works specifically for people that have a net worth of $10 million plus.
Damn, must be nice.
Yeah. Well, so he's actually a manager there, but essentially what the people do is essentially they take requests. So they've got like a concierge service and rich people can call them up and book hotels, book travel, anything like that. And he told me a couple of funny stories that happened.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to hear some of the stories?
Absolutely, I do.
You know what, Baz? No, I don't. Go ahead. I'll give you permission.
So I got three of them here. There's three of them that I asked for him. So the first one, apparently one of these super fucking rich people, his dog dies suddenly.
Aw.
So he calls up his ultra high net worth fucking concierge. Guess what he asked him to do?
What?
Could you please organize the stuffing of my dog,
No.
my dead dog, and deliver it back to my
What?
apartment?
That's fucked up in
Bro,
so many
that's
ways.
such rich people shit.
Fucking
Is that
What?
rich people thing? I think
Yeah,
that's like
bro.
Who the
crazy
fuck
people
stuffs
things.
their motherfucking dog?
Yeah.
Their dead dog.
I feel like that's some proper fucking posho rich people shit.
What's it called? It's like taxidermy or something.
taxidermy.
Yeah, taxidermy.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah.
one. Okay, here's another one. So this is, I don't
Do you
think
think it
this
would be
is,
funny if you in your will said, I want to be taxidermied?
Oh my god!
And
Can
I
you
want-
imagine a stuffed person?
Bro, imagine if you were
I
like,
want to be taxidermy.
as the last goof, you say like, in your will, like, you know, give everyone the money, whatever. But the condition is, if they don't do this, no one gets any of the billions of dollars I've earned over the years through fucking selling
they'll
milk
do it
bucket
anyway, hey?
merch.
Yeah.
Coming soon. You have to taxidermy me and then find a really dark fucking alleyway and stand me up in there. So when people walk down, they just see
fucking
me
hell.
like going like fucking scary faces or something like that. And they shit themselves right away.
There we are.
It'd be kind of
It'd
jokes.
be kinda
Anyway,
funny,
story
yeah.
2.
Story 2. Okay, this isn't as much crazy, but it's just shows what a rich person can organize with one phone call.
Of course.
So the husband was in Australia doing business and his wife was on a holiday. She was in the Middle East. So she was in Morocco at the time.
Business.
Yeah. So the husband was just in,
Does
was in
Morocco
Australia.
really count as a Middle
Nah,
East?
it's North Africa.
Yeah,
But we
it's
can
like
call it Middle
really
East.
North Africa.
Yeah, but they speak Arabic, so that's why I counted it. Anyway,
Sure.
so his wife was there. She'd been partying all night and she was hungover
Do you
the
reckon
next day.
Lakemba is part of the Middle East?
It's a suburb in Sydney, by the way, full of Arabs.
Do you know what's funny? Baz wasn't just explaining that for the viewers; he was also explaining that for Aaron.
Yeah.
I've never been to the West.
Anyway, so this husband's in Australia just doing business. The wife's in Morocco partying. So she wakes up hungover. Can you believe this fucking guy calls up my mate or one of his workers and says, hey, do you? My wife's in Morocco in this hotel. Do you mind if you can organize someone to bring her a couple of drinks and a couple of bring her a breakfast?
Wow.
That's so cool, bro.
Fucking
That's
what?
alpha as fuck.
Imagine if you managed to get there single and you were just impressing a girl.
Oh,
Like the hookups. You're like, oh yeah, just go
bro, what?
downstairs. I feel like, is this simp shit? You know the whole story fucking arc of like, in every rom-com, like the rich fucking dude just suddenly sends like a fucking car to the chick's house and there's this like a dress and a fucking like diamond necklace and all this shit.
Yeah.
Is that simp or is that flexing? Being able to do that?
Depends how
it's
much.
tricky.
Depends how much it costs you. If it costs you like a lot of money, like for yourself, then that's simping.
Oh, so
If-
like
if
if
it's
you're a
nothing to
billionaire
you-
and it costs like a few $1,000s, it's fucking nothing. It's not simping.
See,
Nothing at all.
I don't
I
think
get
it's-
you. I like that.
I don't think it's about cost. I think it's about the state of mind. If you say like, if it's like, yo, this bitch is gonna be blown away by the shit, and you're like, this is gonna be fucking hilarious. She's gonna be like, wait, how rich is this motherfucker?
Yeah.
That's kind of almost like you flexing on her.
It doesn't
But if
sound
you're like,
simping.
oh, baby needs to be in a nice dress, otherwise she won't like me. Right, it's fucking part of the ambiance. Stop. The police got him.
Yeah, the
Don't
police
worry,
came. I
lads.
don't know if you guys heard that, but there's a bit of police there. We paused for a second. Don't know where we left off.
I'm a little bit
Anyway.
of a fan of that though. I think it's cool.
I think it's badass, but it just shows the sheer power of wealth. The fact that you just have a phone number, you can call, and they did it. That you can just call someone who will just organize all this shit for you. He'll know someone who knows someone, and this is the thing. So the guy calls the Moroccan company. He asks, "Okay, do you guys have Powerade? No, we don't. What's Powerade? Do you have Gatorade? No, what's Gatorade? Do you have Red Bull? They didn't even have Red Bull. So what he had to do is he had to Google what the Moroccan local electrolyte drink was, found something that they have available, and then managed to get it upstairs
He
into
found
the room.
out like the Algerian. He's like, okay, they've got Powerade in Algeria. Okay, I'm gonna hire a guy on a camel to fucking ride across.
So, and by the way, this is way before Uber Eats. So now people are thinking, oh, you just order on your phone. No, this is way before all that shit existed.
What's funny is this guy would still say to the guy, oh yeah, do you reckon you can get her the stuff, even though he could have just gone on Uber Eats. The rich guy could have just done it, but there's no way. He's gonna pay 80 grand a year to this guy to say like, no, like I don't know how to put my card in. It keeps giving me errors. Can you just hold it for me? And he's like, yeah, fucking sure thing, mate.
That's
Okay.
it, done.
See, that's the cool part of being exceptionally wealthy. Just like having a guy for everything.
Yeah.
Although I'm not gonna lie,
Well, that's what the service is. Anything you want, they'll sort it out.
I was thinking about this the other day. I think it's better to have a guy, and it's not about payment.
Sure.
Like having a
The service is complimentary, by the way.
I know, but
That's
like
the crazy part.
But it's complimentary because you're paying exorbitant fees. Let's be real.
It's complimentary because of all the business you do with the bank.
Yeah, of course.
Exactly.
That's my point. Like they're doing something for you because you're doing something for them.
Exactly.
How sick would it be if you just had a guy like in Miami who's the fucking club hookup, and you just call your boy and he just gets you in the like most elite nightclub,
Fuck yeah. But the thing
and
is,
you're not paying things. It's just like
how
it's
does
like
he
a
get
friendship.
paid? How does he get paid though?
No, but
he
it's like-
needs to make money at one point.
Yeah, but like that's what I'm saying. It's like a friend. Like imagine if you made a friend with a chef who ended up opening a massive restaurant,
That would be sick.
and you
that
just
would
got the
be
hookup,
insane.
and you call on the fly. You're like, hey yo, look, it's my girl's fucking anniversary. I forgot to book something. Can you hook us up? And he's like, don't worry, I got you.
Oh,
Yeah,
damn.
that shit would be the
That's
best.
alpha as fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's the most those kind of. I guess it's not the exact same thing, but the stories you hear from traveling where it's not some bullshit tourist stuff where like they went and saw the fucking Pisa, Leaning Tower of Pisa. They went to like Florence and met this one guy who knows this other guy, and they took him home, and suddenly he's eating with like a fucking nonna, you know what I mean, like
That's
a
just
grandmother,
crazy, bro.
and you're just having this authentic experience that like no other tourist is having because they're just going and fucking ticking off the check boxes.
It's a whole other experience if you get. to
It'd be
experience
so
that shit.
sick, bro. That's what I love about traveling. The stories that you shouldn't have.
Yeah.
We're, all of us, we went to Thailand. We're in Bangkok. Baz's great fucking skill is just being able to walk in a direction and pretend like he knows what he's doing. Because
And then it turns out to be a fucking incredible.
I
and that
can't
becomes
fault
the
it.
best night of the fucking trip.
I can't fault it. We did a lot of fucking cool shit there, and one of my favorite memories is us just walking into an orphanage.
It was an orphanage.
A guy trying to.
It was like a school.
No, I think it was an orphanage.
Was it actually an orphanage?
I think it said it's unless orphanage means school in Thailand, in Thai or something like that.
One second, boys.
Ooh.
ASMR. Whoa. Did you guys hear that fizz?
Yes, sir.
But then, like, kid tries to steal my wallet. Well, my phone.
No
or
one
something
tried
like
to
that.
steal
They
nothing.
tried to
bro.
steal.
He was just riding a bike around, James.
Hey, Baz,
No one was trying to steal
Baz,
nothing.
he stuck his hand in my pocket. Unless he was trying to be my bitch, I don't know what else he's trying to do. In my pocket.
What if he was?
But guess what? Right after that, we walked through a legitimate wet market.
Yeah.
We didn't know what a wet market
This was
at the
before
time.
wet markets became cool, by the way.
Yeah, I know. We were fucking trendsetters.
A wet
bro.
marker's cool now.
Yeah, COVID-19, bro.
Oh, right.
This is before we knew it was and can you remember how terrifying the end was? Because there were all those fucking roosters on either
Yeah,
side.
the fucking live
yeah.
Bro, it was
roosters.
literally like it was not a terrorist. It was like the Allies and fucking Hitler on either side. And you're like, fuck me, they're both going at each other. And all they've got is a little bit of fucking string around their ankle and attached to a milk crate. They're just standing on top.
Inside it, bro. Oh.
And we're just like, fucking hell, how are we getting out of this place? And then 6 months later, we sit down and coronavirus is popping off.
And we're like, holy shit,
we're
we
like,
were in
what is,
one.
We're like, what is a wet market? We look at it, we're like, oh, fuck. but all the fucking 50-cent pad see ew we got with the little kids, we were
It's
sitting
not
on.
50, it was like $2.50.
I don't think it was. I think it was literally less than $1. I'm pretty sure the
That's
conversion rate
insane.
was ridiculous. It was like 50 baht.
Yeah, $50 to $1.50. Yeah, because it's $20 a dollar.
You remember the exchange rate?
I remember, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, sheesh.
Yeah, I don't know why. I'm pretty good with exchange rates. I remember most
That
of them.
name's fucking awful.
I'm good with
And
most
everything
names.
else.
I don't know why I was
Yeah.
bad today.
Remembering anything else is pretty
I
fun.
don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know.
But no, like remember that we literally sat on like children's seats, like plastic children's seats you'd see at a school.
yeah.
I don't know how that worked,
Yeah.
but we sat there and we ate. What was it? It was pretty nice. It wasn't the best pad see ew we'd have, but like it was a good like experience. And then like the fucking kids were just there shooting us with Nerf guns without bullets.
I completely forgot about this.
Yeah.
And, like now that you're saying now, it's all rushing back to
Wait,
my
when
memory.
was the Nerf gun? Oh, you mean in the restaurant?
yeah,
in the restaurant.
I
Kids.
remember. And then they had, bro, they didn't even have a fridge. They just had a fucking esky with some ice in it.
Yes,
Bro,
that's
I was
right.
I
certain
remember
we were
that
going.
shit.
I was certain we were all going to get food poisoning.
And we didn't.
And by the end of the trip, only one of us did.
That was me.
The weakest link.
The weakest link, yeah.
How
I
does
do
it
not
feel
have
to
an
be a
iron
pussy,
stomach.
Aaron?
Fuck you.
I'm not going to
I ate
lie.
all
I was
chicken.
the pussy because I was like, I'm not eating that. It looks disgusting.
All right, boys, I got one more story here. So this one is, I think it's pretty. I think the audacity to ask your relationship manager to do this is just insane.
Relationship
Well,
manager?
that's the name of the role.
Oh,
The
okay,
person who
right,
does
right,
it. Yeah,
right.
they're like relationship managers.
Sounds like such a fake job. Like
It is,
account,
isn't it, right?
It's like account managers in the 60s. They
Yeah.
literally just took out clients to dinners and played golf.
That's what they do. They just look
Yeah.
after clients.
Yeah.
So anyway, so this fucking super rich client calls up and says, "Hey, look, mate, I'm looking for a wife.
What?
Do you think,
What?
Do you think you can organize?
Was
me
he a
one?"
farmer? I think I've seen this show.
No, literally. Do you think you can find me a wife? Like a what's it called? Mail-in wife.
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
What? I've got to ask.
Yeah.
What race is this guy?
We have no idea.
Oh, okay.
No
But
clue.
can we make a guess?
But essentially, I asked him like, okay, so what did you do? And because they're obliged to do as much as they can with every single request.
Okay.
So they've started looking. They started looking. Where can we find a mail order bride? And then turns out
They made him a Tinder account and started swiping around on everyone.
Yeah, they were obliged to do it because at the end of the job, you have to service the clients as best you possibly can.
Service, eh?
Turns out it was illegal, so they had to tell him because it's illegal, we can't sort it out.
If
for
you could order a mail order bride from any part of the world, that probably does it. So you can't say like
Probably
America,
does it. Russia.
because America doesn't do it.
yeah,
Like, let's be real. Where would you get a mail order bride? from?
Russia for sure.
Russia, yeah,
Yeah.
or like maybe what's the small country next to it?
Like
Ukraine,
Ukraine.
yeah, Ukraine. I think
I
if you
get
go
that,
Eastern-
but I've
Southeast
heard
Asia, of course.
I've
as
heard
well.
Eastern Bloc is very cold.
Why?
Like they're not very passionate people.
Oh, okay. But like, I'm
I
talking
would
purely
probably
attractive-wise.
choose like Brazil or Colombia or something like
Do
that.
they do it? Is it big
I'm
there?
sure.
Yeah, just assume.
I mean, you know,
Because it's a third world country.
because it's a third world country with fucking the like 5th biggest population in the world. They're doing
Yeah,
something with their
okay.
women.
I'm not sure. But it makes sense.
I've
but I'm
also
not sure.
heard from Patrice O'Neill. Apparently, Brazilian hookers are amazing.
Wait, really?
Oh.
Yeah.
Should we go try some out?
I mean, try before you buy, but yeah, sure.
Oh, boys, I've heard that if you want to do South America, and we've got a couple of South American and Central American viewers,
You
I
have
heard
to do
that
cocaine.
I
I have heard the same thing.
if we're going to go there, apparently you need to know Spanish, or you need to have someone in the group that
Really?
speaks
Hey,
Spanish.
I'm learning Italian. Italian and Spanish are
Are
pretty
you
similar.
really? Are you
Mi
learning
Mi
Italian?
amore, mi amor.
Is Duolingo actually good?
It's better than class at school
How so?
because class at school teaches you como te appelles tu, fucking como se va, like all these bullshit. Like
I don't know
Is
what
that
any of
French?
these
Is
words
that
mean.
Italian?
It's French.
I was about to say that doesn't sound Italian.
No. So they teach you phrases, and the people who are interested can maybe learn stuff, but most people aren't going to take anything away. Duolingo. So like you learn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 1 to 10. But Duolingo, to get to the numbers, you have to go through so much other shit. So you end up getting far better understanding of grammatical structure. So you learn what like words actually mean. You learn what words mean, not what phrases mean. And then as a result, but at the same time, it is online and it's up to your own efforts. You know what I mean?
Is there sort of is there like a progression where you slowly learn and it progresses you? Like, can you do it month to month to month, or is it only work for the first week and then?
No. I've been doing Italian for a while and I'm still learning shit. And but the thing is, I've realized that I have a pro and a con against me being able to learn a language.
All right.
The pro is I like understanding why rules work. That's what drew me to engineering.
Yeah.
So like, I will look at a grammatical rule and I'll be like, why is this the case? Why is that the case?
Yeah.
And I'll be good at, and it'll be good for me because I can like break it down and I can understand, okay, this is why this is, we use this word rather than this word.
Yeah.
It's like with Z's, you use like lo instead of la or like il, right? And I didn't know why, and I tried to figure it out and I'm like, okay, cool. Now I know this is the case. My issue is English is not that similar to a lot of other languages, even though there are certain words. Not really.
Bro, it's a Latin language. How could it not be?
Isn't
similar?
it closest to Spanish?
There's no way that English is far
English
away
is
from...
not. English is not a Latin language. English is a Germanic language.
But are you comparing it to fucking Chinese or are you comparing it to Spanish?
No, but even in the way that you pronounce certain words. There's similar alphabets for sure, but the pronunciation is very different.
That's insane. I've never heard anyone say that.
Well, think about what language. So you look, Spanish and Italian, very similar. Spanish, Portuguese, very similar. German, different, but I'm sure there's different regions of like... I'm actually taking this out of my ass, but I'm sure that there are Germanic dialects that are very similar.
Yeah, probably.
The most unique language, I think, is Finnish. That's what I've heard people say. It's just completely different to everything else in the world. It's
really?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Okay.
But English is one of those things that the pronunciation and the way you structure your sentences are very different. That's why a lot of people find it very hard. Like we think and we're lucky that we learnt it.
Yeah.
But because we don't, like if you grew up learning Spanish, you can learn Italian fucking easily.
Really?
Yeah.
That's super interesting.
There's a lot of similarities with Italian. A lot of times now, because I've learned a bit of Italian, when I see certain things in Spanish, I can understand what they're saying.
Well, another thing is that some languages with objects, like inanimate objects like table, TV, chair, whatever, they've got a gender.
Yeah.
So with
Agenda,
like
sorry?
So say again?
Did you say agenda?
Yeah, agenda, yeah.
As in like male, female?
Yeah.
So
for example...
is mouse, that's male.
Yeah. Table in Arabic is a female. Car is a male. And there's no reason.
Kitchen is a female. Job is male.
No,
shit.
No, but actually there's actually gender assigned
but
to
the thing
every
is,
single object.
But the thing is, people are like, oh, that's so hard. But it's not the hardest thing to understand once you understand it.
There's usually rules. And this is the crazy thing. Some of the rules, sometimes you'll say, so for example, there's synonyms with everything. So you might call it, there's two words for the exact same thing.
Okay.
One word could be a male, and then the other word for the same thing will be a female.
A for male is un. A for female is una.
Is this Italian?
Italian, yeah.
Also,
yeah, the
Italian
una
like,
kind of gives the hint.
Yeah, no, Italian's it's like Spanish. It's that.
It's genders.
Yeah. La is the for female. Il is the for male.
Yeah, but do you have to give like objects?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, see, that's the thing with English. English is really, really... The difficult thing about English is their homonyms. So, for example, through...
Describe what a homonym is for the viewers and also me.
Like through, though, thorough. They all look exactly similar, but they pronounce completely different.
Right.
Things that look similar, but pronounce
also
completely different.
lead and lead. Lead and lead.
Lead, lead, and then like
read,
red. Yeah, and then read, red.
Yeah.
All that it's spelt the exact same but pronounced completely different.
I see what you mean.
And that for non-English speaker, that shit is so difficult.
That would be so hard to learn just thinking about it.
And also plurals. A lot of countries don't have plurals.
Really?
So there's no such thing as freebies. Everything's a freebie. 7 freebie.
But you know what it is. This is for learning languages no matter where you go. So I've got a mate, you all know, and she's got a minor in Italian.
Oh yeah.
Yet she can't speak Italian.
Hey,
she
really?
can pronunciate things quite well.
Could she be conversational at least?
No.
Nothing.
Because learning in university doesn't teach you to learn a language. It teaches you structure. It teaches you grammar.
You know what you need to do?
What?
drop her in Rome.
That's what I'm about to say. That's what I'm about to
For
say.
a month, drop her in there and she'll come out speaking to you.
I had another two friends. One was Colombian, one was Venezuelan. The Colombian chick, I worked with both of them. The Colombian chick, she studied English in university. Then she did further studies. Then she came to Australia and did the fucking studies that you have to do like to get like a working visa. I can't remember what it is. Oh, yeah. But she did a lot of shit. And her English was still so-so. You could understand it for sure. You could have conversations, but it wasn't fantastic. Then this other Venezuelan chick, she didn't do none of that. But she grew up watching American TV, like Friends and all these other things. Yeah. And she understood the way conversations flowed. Then she was dropped in a country and suddenly it like increased tremendously. Like I bet you with your Arabic, when you were living in Jordan for that like couple months, your Arabic probably increased like dramatically compared to like when you're just here.
But the thing is, the way you read and write doesn't increase at all, because it's just being forced to speak to people that don't even speak English. What can you do?
I think the way you got to approach learning a language is something that's completely fresh, because like with Arabic, like your parents spoke it at your household.
Yeah.
So like it was something that it was there. It wasn't ever present, like maybe like a Chinese household speaking Cantonese or Mandarin or something like that. But like it was there for sure. Yep. Like you learned it like probably from a young age. If you want to approach it now, you need to not tell yourself I'm going to be fluent in a year, because it's just never going to happen. You need to start with baby steps. You need to say like, I'm going to be able to go to an Italian restaurant and I'm going to be able to read a menu fluently. And that's a very achievable goal with things. And then you're like, I want to be able to say, I want to be able to speak to the Italian waiter or the Spanish waiter or whatever it is, kind of, brokenly. And you want to, because like what you start realizing is, Jesus Christ, the fucking people that come.
Did you just open the beer not on camera?
Jeez.
What the hell? On
mistakes were made. I'm sure they still heard it.
That's a strike.
Yeah, that's strike one. What the hell?
I'm sorry, boys.
Oh, good.
But yeah, you realize the people who come to like whatever country you live in and speak really broken that version of your like whatever your language. So like an Indian or an Asian person coming to Australia speaking broken English, they're so much better than 99% of the people learning other people's languages, because you can, even though it might be broken, you can actually have a conversation with them.
It's insane, hey? Yeah, because I remember when I was there, when I was in Jordan learning, just kind of living there for a bit, my main goal was how many friends can I make in this 3-month period that I see outside of wherever we met them. So if I met them at work, how soon can I see them in the mall? How soon are we going to watch a movie together? How soon are we going to...
So how soon do you become actual friends?
Exactly, yeah.
Was there a side quest to find a Nazi sympathizer while you're also in Jordan?
It happened, bro. It
happened.
I wish there was some way I could post a photo of it, but I think it would just be way too controversial. Yeah. But essentially, like, this is the way I recommend...
the funniest thing I've ever seen.
This is the way I recommend adults to find friends if you're looking for more friends, like if you're moving country or something. Think about what your hobbies are, and then meet people that also do those hobbies.
Yeah.
So if you're going to the gym, for example, have a chat with someone there. You already have a huge thing in common with them. It's so easy. Sure, like you know what you both love doing 5 days a week.
Yeah.
Like me and Aaron
met a guy who had a shirt with a Nazi swastika. He was like, wow, we both love the gym and hate the Jews.
Oh my gosh. Oh damn, controversial.
I don't hate the Jews. I hate the Zionists. It's different.
No, you hate Israel. It's fine.
I don't hate it. I'm just against it. It's very different.
No, I don't hate it. I just think it shouldn't be around.
Remember that review we read last week? Too much talk about Palestine.
Yeah.
True.
I want to do a little switcheroo.
Oh, yeah?
To a question sent in by Fantast.
Right, go ahead.
Fucking good on Fantast.
I remember he messaged me and said he was going to send one.
Yeah.
Do you want some soju, by the way?
No, I'm good.
So
I got soju over here.
You should try it inside the cas.
I'd rather not.
I actually wouldn't mind a soju after you, by the way.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. I'm going to pour some in.
So this is the question. It was... I'll paraphrase it a bit.
By the way, do you want to explain what soju is in case we keep that in?
Soju is like Korean rice wine.
Bro, but it's not just wine, bro. You can't explain it like it's
rice wine.
It's rice wine.
Yeah, but it's flavored as fuck.
It is flavored. So if you go to a Japanese sukiyaki and you have sake tastes like alcohol and it's just not that alcoholic. Soju tastes like fruits.
I wouldn't say it tastes like fruits. After you've had like one bad night with it, it fucking tastes like hell.
Come on, bro.
Try that.
I'd rather not.
Try that, bro.
I'm good. I'm
scarred
from surfing.
That tastes like
Soju's
surfing.
literally Penang Peng.
Surfing's?
What's
Soju?
Oh, I said this is as good
What's
as surfing,
Penang
bro.
Peng?
It's the capital of Laos.
Wasn't that the joke that's just like like banging?
Oh, Penang pussy.
Why?
What did you do in KL?
What the fuck, bro?
Oh, never mind.
You got some Penang pussy, I heard.
I said nothing.
Anyway, Fantas question.
Yeah. Let's go back to this.
Fantas is from Bosnia. I think the country's actually Bosnia and Herzegovina, but he's
Bosnia.
Yeah, fuck him. Fuck Herzegovina. You know what I mean? What did they do anyway?
Nothing.
It's and
By the
Herzegovina.
way, I am 1/16 Bosnian.
Are you actually?
Yeah, my
Cap.
grandma's half Bosnian.
Sheesh.
That's how I've got my whiteness.
Oh, really?
Yeah, exactly.
What do you mean?
Oh,
That
dude.
was-
Apparently, Baz and I look like cousins. I guess it means nothing to the audience because they have no idea what either of us look
They
like.
also do not look like cousins.
Yeah, but can you believe we were mistaken as them?
I'm like a white boy, and Baz
Who was
is
it?
Arab.
It was the Indian guy, right? At work.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
but exactly. You know what I mean?
Hey, I'll take it.
Man,
Made me feel tanned. I liked it.
Made me feel fucking tall. 1
But
inch
you
tall.
just, I mean, like you look at the beard genetics of both of you.
Yeah,
similar.
pretty
Wait,
similar.
He's
I
got a
wish,
fucking, he's got a
man.
stubble.
Oh man, I
If
tried.
Baz didn't shave for 3 weeks, he'd look like fucking Gandalf the Black. You know what I mean? Like,
Get off the block.
What was Fanta's question?
sorry,
yeah.
Gandalf the fucking Brown. Or whatever.
Going off the Palestinian.
So Fantas is from Bosnia, and his mother is a civil engineer. So she works on roads, bridges, stuff like that.
Yep.
They have a close family. He maybe has like relatives or like siblings and stuff. I'm not sure, but he's got.
Soju gets rid of all the fucking.
Hey
foam.
Baz,
Baz, listen
gets rid
to
of all the
fucking
foam.
question.
It
No
makes
one
like a
cares,
mixture.
bro.
Hey Baz, we're here.
Fucking brother, what?
We're here. So, his mother recently got a job offer in Georgia. Now, for people who
It's
don't
in
know,
Georgia, America.
No, Georgia, like in Asia.
Oh, I didn't know
Georgia?
there was a
Did
Georgia
you say
in
Asia?
Is there
Is it in
Georgia
South
in
Europe?
Asia?
Calling that Europe, it's to the fucking right of
South Europe, North Asia.
It's to the
Same
right
thing.
of Turkey.
Yeah.
Turkey's not. Turkey's kind of Europe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, so both safe countries. It's not like either one's particularly fucked. So like you're going to go there and suddenly there's risk. But she's potentially being offered a lot more money to go to work in Georgia. Now he's got a tight relationship with his family. Might have siblings. Definitely has a father who he's tight with as well.
Yeah.
But he's also got a good relationship with his mother. And with this job, potentially a lot more money. And the Bosnian government apparently hasn't been doing great. So like it's not like there's just money falling from trees. He will only then be able to see her once every 2 months. Now, his question is, obviously it's her decision. And like, at the end of the day, you probably want to support what your family do. I guess the question is, I'm kind of reading between the lines.
What's the suggestion? What's
Yeah,
the thoughts?
what should, because the mother's come to him and said like, and him and maybe his siblings, what do you think?
Yeah.
And I guess us and all the people in the comments below, like, what do we think in these kind of situations? Obviously, it's hard to stress. I think we shouldn't just say, let your mom do what she's got to do. Let's try to think a bit deeper than that. Like, how should he go about? Because maybe she goes and acts on this, but how should he be able to cope with this? Because in a tight family that isn't used to maybe being apart,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's definitely
Look, I need to ask more questions. My first one is firstly, are we assuming that the mom and dad are still together? Yeah. Okay. Beautiful.
they're
And
together. I'm pretty sure.
so he's still staying with his dad.
So
and then his
he's
mum
not
would-
by himself. He's not being abandoned or anything like
Well, the
that.
first question is, why don't you all move to Georgia? Georgia's in relatively good.
That's
nick.
a good question. Yeah.
So that's the first question. Maybe
kind
maybe,
of like
maybe there's
abandoning-
complexities with the dad. Maybe the dad's
of
got a
course,
job.
but
So
also
fair
him
enough.
and his friends. He's
Yeah.
I think he's like in. I think he's a late teen.
Yeah.
So like it's
Don't
one of those
wanna
things
move
where
when
you
you're
just
that
don't
age.
want to
He's Fantas, right?
countries. Yeah, it's
He's
fantastic.
16. Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
exactly.
Yeah. And 6'3", by the way. At
Ooh.
16
Yeah.
years old. Bro,
Oh,
he's gonna be
shit, at
6'5".
16.
Yeah,
He's going to
he's-
join the NBA.
That means
He's gonna be
I was about
6'5".
to
He's
say,
going to be
he's
the
gonna
next
join
Luka
the
Doncic.
NBA.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
I swear to God.
Yeah. Look, it's a tough question. Firstly, money talks. All right. If your mum is like going to be making a lot of money in Georgia, the first question I have is probably your dad will be able to make a lot more too.
To
So-
give context for people who don't know like the geography of it, it's not a huge distance. So Bosnia is in the Balkans, so it's near Serbia, Croatia, fucking Montenegro, those kind of countries. They're all like in close proximity.
Yeah,
And
right
then
next door.
Georgia is to the northeast of Turkey.
Sure.
So I think is it Russia that separates the two of them, or
No,
Is
it's way underneath Russia.
Anyway, so
no,
it's
I know,
close.
but like I don't know what
But
country comes
what does
down to
close
Turkey.
mean?
I'm not sure.
Like,
It might be
2 hour
it might,
train ride?
No, it's not gonna be that. It might be like Sydney to Cairns, maybe.
oh, okay. So it's still a fair distance.
So for people who don't know, what is that, like 30-hour drive,
Look,
maybe?
my suggestion
And
is
it's through country borders as well, so you can't
Yeah.
just do it.
my suggestion. Look, if you're 16 years old, your mum's probably like in her mid 40s. My suggestion is let your mum go enjoy that experience, live by herself, whatever. And by the way, living away from your mum is not going to be that bad. Like you'll see her every 2 months. It's not too bad. It's going to be an awesome adventure for you to be able to go explore Georgia.
That's true.
You'll be able to go to Turkey. You'll be like, there's so you probably hate Turkey. Let's be honest. Every one of Turkey's neighbors hate them.
Yeah.
What if they want a hair transplant?
Bro, then we're gonna go straight to fucking Turkey.
straight
Do
to
a
Turkey.
quick trip there. My advice is always follow the money. As long as it lines up with your long term prospects, follow the money. That's my advice. And every 2 months is not bad at all. You'll definitely be able to see it. And actually, it's actually going to improve your life as a kid. You're going to be able to enjoy it more.
I don't think
micromanaging.
follow the money is the right attitude, but I do like something you said before, which is like by her being able to go there, if you're on school holidays or something like that, you can potentially go and explore something that you wouldn't. Georgia's not Rome or Milan. It's not one of those areas that you just naturally think like, oh yeah, that's the next holiday destination.
Yeah.
And a lot of the times, like we were just saying before, the best gems are the ones that you're not looking for. Yep. You stumble across them. Yeah. And
hidden
so
gems.
by this, maybe you'll have the opportunity to go and see another country. You're right. The financial situation might improve, which means maybe you get access to schooling, or I don't know if Bosnia has paid education or if they have like kind of social like agendas to pay for it. But like potentially, if it's like America where you have to pay for university, it's going to be easier for that to happen. If you've got brothers and sisters, they'll have better lives growing up, and you still do have your father at the end of the day.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's not like he's alone now.
But I completely sympathize with the question, because it is a tough one, because as a kid, part of you doesn't want to be selfish, but also if you've got a really close relationship with your family, you also don't want that dynamic to dissolve.
Yeah.
Here's another thing. I feel like I can't speak for how the culture over there, but I remember when I was 16, I would love to be away from my parents. Now, obviously, he's going to miss his mother, but that
independence
kind of
is
independence
incredible,
that you want
it's
at 16, like that's priceless.
But what if his dad isn't good at cooking or doing laundry?
Good question. So
Learn it
it's the
yourself.
bad side of independence, where you actually have to fucking do shit.
No, well, the positive side about independence, which is also the bad thing, is that you're going to have to learn how to cook yourself.
Yeah.
Which is it's an incredible
I wouldn't
skill
say
to have.
that's the positive part. Yes, that's a positive in itself, but it's not the part that you look forward to when you're like all alone.
And also, it's not like it's not like because his mum's moving, he's going to now have to learn it. No. You're not going to live with your mum forever. You're eventually going to have to learn how to cook.
Sure, but when
you're just speeding it up.
No, but think about it, when you have a free house or something, the thing you're excited for isn't, oh yes, I get to cook for myself. No, you get to have the boys over and have a great time.
That's the thing.
Also, it's not necessarily a free house because his dad's still there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but his dad could be at work most of the day, or
maybe. Yeah.
Who knows how the situation?
I guess the other
thing
is it does come down really to like, do the parents? Geez, you guys have like matching fucking socks and shoes.
Oh, we're matching. Yeah,
Hey.
black pants, white shoes.
What brand?
But he's got no anklet.
what brand are those?
They are Industry, I think.
No shoes.
Oh, shoes, Lacoste.
Oh, same.
Oh,
No
yeah,
fucking
no
way. Hey, bro, Lacoste shoes are the fucking bomb.
They are.
They're fucking comfortable as shit.
Anyway, I'm sorry for derailing. I can't even blame you guys. I did it.
Hey.
I put the TNT on the track and said, "Why'd you make the bomb?"
You poured the beer on the fucking fire and said, "Why is it gone?"
Bro, I would never do that. I
done
understand
it.
beer's 4.5% fucking alcohol. The rest water. Anyway, yeah.
Quick story there, by the way. So we have a fire, and for those that
think we
don't
told
know,
it.
but we'll say it again.
Sure.
If you have a fucking like a high alcohol beverage, maybe 60% or something like that, you throw it on the fire and it explodes. Jamo fucking puts beer, 4%, expects it to blow up, and it just turns off the fire immediately.
Do you know what it really showed me?
Yeah.
Because I have a vivid memory of my uncle chucking something that I assumed was beer on the fire, and the fire fucking booming
so
up.
like whiskey.
And it really made me think,
Meth
Jesus,
spirits.
what the fuck was he drinking?
It was meth spirits. Oh yeah, he was drinking it.
No, it wasn't us at the fucking abandoned factory in Norway trying to start a fire. I can't believe for people who don't know, I guess everyone, I don't know if we've told this story. We went to the gym once, me, Basil, Aaron, and our mate, Jono. And after the gym, we're like, yo, there's this abandoned fucking factory.
Yeah.
Let's go get it. Let's go fucking explore. So it's pitch black, mad
Got
dark.
the axe out of the pack.
We get up. Baz loves going to Kmart, so he just buy a bunch of like silly shit. And I'm not gonna lie, I love going to Kmart since, and I also love buying silly shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I bought a fucking candle. I've never had a candle. I'm never
You
gonna
have a
use it.
candle?
I just bought it yesterday because I'm
Oh
Kmart.
shit! What flavor?
It was like peach something. It's
Nice.
actually really nice smelling. I'm not gonna lie.
Say the soju. We just
But I'm like, what?
So you buy candles, Baz buys axes. He goes to fucking Aldi and buys an axe just in case.
But it's not Aldi. It's Kmart, and it's like maybe. You know what I mean? You buy a fishing rod. I'm never gonna fish, but maybe I will one day.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Baz has a fucking axe in this thing, right? Now we're walking through this fucking abandoned factory. There's glass everywhere. Fucking there's graffiti. there's probably fucking heroin needles we're stepping over without realizing.
Needles, yeah.
There were needles there?
Yeah.
So people were actually shooting up.
At some point, not when we were there. Like, no one was shooting up while we were there, but there were needles there.
But we were terrifying. And what's wild is we were terrified of some homeless cunt. We've got a fucking axe. They're going to be
We're just walking around this abandoned
Four
fucking warehouse
people with a
an
fucking
axe.
axe.
Can you imagine? But imagine if other people were adventuring and they just see in the distance some guy with a fucking axe. Like, imagine seeing that in the darkness, like
Firstly,
a silhouette.
How was a 16-year-old able to buy an axe?
No, you weren't 16. You were like 18.
No, he wasn't 18 at the time.
No, it was after high school. Because
I was 17 when I graduated. So
it was after high school that we were doing this because I was. It was right before we started uni.
It would have been. Yeah, it would have been when I was 18. Actually, yeah.
Because Baz and I didn't really start hanging out that much until after high school.
That being said, like, why is there axes being sold at Aldi?
But at this time, Baz still had hung out with Jono more than hung out with you.
And why the fuck did I buy an axe? I remember it wasn't even cheap. It was like $60.
Because
you bought things for just.
Do you know what
you
also
just in
had?
case was your justification.
You also had a fucking fire pit and coal.
But that made sense.
That
made sense. Yeah, if you want to have a steak on a fucking primary school.
But you'd never done that before.
But first time for everything.
Yeah,
should we say that story?
Yeah, go ahead.
You go ahead.
No, just wait. Finish the story first.
Yeah.
So we then set up this fucking fire pit, which is like this metal fucking box.
Yeah.
And we just chuck some sticks in. Now we're not having a great time lighting it. So what do? We pull out the methylated spirits. So
of course, I've got it in the house.
We have a roaring fucking fire, and we bought these like thin beef strips, and we're like, well, how are we going to cook them? Well, Jono then says, oh, let's get some sticks. We start laying out sticks as a makeshift grill and lay the beef fucking strips over the top of them. Of course, you got to turn it every now and then. We ended up fucking eating this shit with methylated spirits just burning into our fucking meat. We probably got cancer.
Bro, it is what it is.
It is what it is. It was worth it. It was a great experience.
It was a good fucking time.
And we got a picture out of it.
The steaks that you and I had were fucking delicious.
Yeah, tell a story because it's a bit rusty in my head. It's a bit rusty.
Bro, I'm the one with the shit.
Okay, so all I remember. It started out at gym, as it always does before we go on these adventures. Classic. We ended up in some primary school that's near my house. I won't say what the primary school is, but it was.
Why did we even go to a primary? No, we first went to the Coles first.
Oh, we went to. Was this the same day that we had half a watermelon each?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, okay. Either way. Okay, so we had a fucking watermelon. We went to Coles. We got some steaks.
Coles is, by the way, most popular supermarket in Australia.
Second most popular. We have Woolies.
Fucking all right.
Yeah, just saying. Okay, so we ended up at some primary school. Yeah. And you have this build your own fire kit that's always in the back of your car for some reason.
Just in case. You never know when you need a fire.
Exactly. And apparently we needed it because we went to a school, which technically I guess is illegal, like going into some public school, but it doesn't matter.
It's negotiable.
It's negotiable, yeah. It's frowned upon. Anyway, we lit a fire at a school, which definitely is very frowned upon. But once we lit this fire, you go on from here. What did we do?
Yeah, so we went to Coles, and when we were there, we were thinking, like, what can we buy that would work to eat in this fucking random night out? So the first thing we got, I think we got a pretty decent cut. I think it was a Scotch fillet we bought.
Yeah, we got some.
So we bought 2 Scotch fillets, like beef steaks. And we went to this primary school, lit up this fire with the fucking fire kit that I had in the back of my car. Turns out, so we were like, how are we going to cook this shit? Because it's just a box. Like, you can think of it as like if you know metric system, maybe 30 centimeters by 30 centimeters or a foot by a foot. So it's a small little box and you have the fire inside it. So remember, we got a stick and we stuck on one end and then we put it through the stick and then we stuck it on the other end as well. So it's it just kind of swung underneath. We put it there and then we fucking cooked it for like 2 or 3 minutes on one side and it was such a hot fire. So we flipped it to the other side and it was so it was so cooked on either side. Hey. It was so cooked on either side. When we bit into it, it was raw as shit.
It was so raw. I thought you were about to say, "Oh, it was the best steak ever." And I was about to be like, "No, Baz, it was so raw. It was like we just killed the fucking animal and ate it straight."
I remember it was so raw. We had to put it back on the fire for like another 3 or 4 minutes to the point where it was just black. It was just black on either side, and then when you ate it, it was like somewhat cooked, and it just tasted good. No salt, no pepper. It tasted good just because it was the fucking vibe.
Yeah, it was a vibe. I've had some good memories at that school.
Do you know what's funny?
Yeah.
It kind of links with what Aaron just said. Lighting fire, trespassing on a school, definitely illegal. Lighting a fire in a school, definitely illegal. So pretty fucking serious charge so far. That's not the most illegal thing Aaron's done at this school.
Oh, shit.
Wait, what has he done? How do I not know about this?
I've done a few things at that school.
Done a few things at that school.
What the fuck have you done? Did you fuck at the school? Oh, is this G?
Yeah.
Oh.
And T.
We can cut this out. T as well.
Yeah,
you reuse the same spots.
Maybe.
I've
Do you reuse the same
spots.
condom
It's
as
close
well?
to my
Who the
house.
fuck doesn't reuse spots?
It's close to my house.
But at school.
Yeah, so.
What do you mean?
But there's only so many spots.
One time he was 16, the other time he was like fucking 19. What is the tipping point of being gay?
Ooh, that's hard.
Because, you know, some people argue kissing your mates on a night out
It's
is
not
a
gay,
joke.
I'm telling you.
Some
It's-
people
it's
say
a
it's
joke.
not
Is
gay.
kissing the homies gay?
No, it's not. I've done it.
Not if it's
Twice
practice for
now.
girls.
Yeah.
Not if it's what?
Practice for girls.
Oh.
If you're kissing your boys to practice for girls, that's what...
Is it gay if it's a three-way?
It depends what kind of three-way.
Yeah.
Like, okay, obviously.
As we discovered, a male
a
three-way.
normal three-way. Like 3 guys.
It depends if it's a...
Two. Okay. Is